Hi, beautiful soul travelers. How are we doing? It is March, at least it's March, the time that I'm recording this. It's the first day of March. I can feel March's energy. I know we are still a few weeks out from spring, but my soul is ready for spring, but I'm being present with this last bit of winter, and I feel amazing. I just came from being outside. I did a fire and I was sitting around the fire. I was looking up at the gorgeous cosmic sky, all the stars that are just out tonight. And I was speaking to the stars. I had conversation of, what if you spoke to the stars? What if they spoke back? What would they say? What would you want to communicate to them? What would they want to communicate to you? And after that very brief exchange of communication, I had this idea for this video, this channeling of this video. So I want to talk about what a space holder is and what that encompasses. This last week or so, I've heard stories from someone that I know with their personal experience with other space holders, specifically in holding space for plant medicine. And I want to start off by saying that there is many ways to be a space holder, and there is no one true way to be a space holder. But I do believe that what a space holder is important to understand for when you are wanting to be a space holder, when you are a space holder, and when you are seeking out to have space held for you, whether that is a friend, whether that is a practitioner, whether that is anything that you are needing space held for you in any capacity. So a space holder is someone who is a clear channel, a clear vessel. And what I mean by that is I want you to imagine that this space holder is the bed of a river, and you are the water that flows through it. If there are lots of branches and blocks, if there's heavy rocks and boulders, it's going to be very difficult for you, the water, to flow through the channel of the bed of the river. But when there's no obstructions, when there is nothing but space between in and around the waterbed, you're able to flow very easily through it. And that is what it means to be a space holder. It means that the person or the people, sometimes there's more than one person holding space at an event or a ceremony, they need to be clear. Not saying that they have to be perfect, not saying that they don't have their own processes of life, but when they are there, being present with you and with others, they themselves need to be clear, grounded, and an open channel for channeling energy, for channeling messages, for channeling the divine, for allowing things to come in and out, to flow through and to. So as a space holder, you aren't healing anyone or anything. You are creating the opportunity for things to flow very smoothly towards that person. So we think of, in the terms of labels, if you think of maybe a master or a guru, when they are at that dimensional level of openness, that is what allows people to have very quick and quantum level healing experiences and awarenesses, because they are so open, they are so clear of any judgment, of any ego, of any stagnation or blocks, that these kinds of experiences can happen for others. They are allowing that experience to happen for others. And when we are around other practitioners or other space holders where their channel isn't as clear, it can potentially be a hindrance to someone's growth, because we aren't doing our best. We haven't cleared our channel enough so that we are open enough for you to do your work. Because again, no one is healing you. You are healing yourself. That is what you're here to do. As a space holder, you're just here to create that container of space for that person or people to do their own work. I think it's an important topic to discuss, to open up to, and to have accountability for as a space holder myself, as someone who connects with other space holders, to whatever capacity that may be. It's having that accountability of self and holding others accountable for how they are serving the collective, how they are holding space for individuals and groups. And again, there's no right way to do anything, but to be a space holder, you do need to be clear. You do need to be a container. You do need to be a channel, and that channel, that container, that vessel, whatever words we would like to use, does need to be clear. It needs to be spacious. It needs to be open. It needs to be without judgment. It needs to be with the ego not even at the door, but 10 miles away. It doesn't need to even be in the room. When you're holding space for someone, that is the capacity of which you are serving that individual or those groups of people. That is your service at that time, is to be clear and to be grounded. So I wanted to make this video for a reminder to myself, for a reminder to the collective who is watching, and to serve as a reflection for those who are in the space of space holders, who are having space held for them, and who maybe don't feel like they're getting what they're needing, or that it may be time to find a new space holder, because again, they need to be clear so that you can do your work to the utmost high of your ability, so that it can be swift, so that it can be deep, so that it can be transformative, so that it can be quantum if it needs to be quantum. I've been holding space for almost a decade now in my Dharma, and that is the resounding message that I get back from the students and the clients that I hold space for, is that when they walk into my space, and also the environment also needs to be clear. We can talk about that in a different video. But when they walk into my space of my own presence and the environment that I create, it is one of the most divine love and the utmost safety. That is what they feel when they take that first step into that space. And that is how I'm here to serve the collective. I hold space in many different ways, whether that's plant medicine ceremony, whether that's mentoring, whether that's just consultation and having that active listening ear for others. It is such a divine gift to be able to hold space in the ways that I do for the collective, in the ways that I hold space for myself, in the ways that I hold space for my loved ones. And for some of us, it is our dharma to be a space holder to whatever capacity, but we all have it within us to be a space holder, to listen to a friend, to listen to a loved one, to witness that person that you're watching on the screen right now. That is holding space. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope it resonates with whoever it needs to resonate with. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.